right now it is Monday at 11:30, and like we do every Monday at 11:30, we say hello to Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, host of Home.
Dilly dilly.
And dilly dilly to you, sir.
Why, thank you. What the hell was that?
Well,
it's a long...
where we get all our great material on this show. It was from a Bud Light commercial.
Yeah. All
right. So yesterday you had a great caller who talked about constipation. And you said...
Yeah.
You said, I got just
How did that go?
It was a great call.
Yeah?
It was the only call. It was a slow day yesterday.
That's not true. That's a lie.
But it was a great call. No, it was every once in a while a caller calls into the show and they raise a topic, and I'm sitting here thinking, as I'm answering the question, I'm thinking, I have not talked about this yet, and this is cool stuff. So guess what I'm going to talk to Gary and Shannon about tomorrow? Constipated homes. Now, he did not say that his house was constipated, but he asked me a question about replacing a sewer line in his house.
That sounds extensive.
Oh, my gosh. So here's the thing, right?
Call 877-PLUMBER.
It's one.
Yes. Your sewer line, no one ever thinks about it until something goes wrong.
Yeah, until it hits the fan.
So I'm using the body analogy here.
When it does, it's not a little thing.
It is not a little thing.
It's an explosion.
Because we're not talking about just the drain lines under the sink. When we're talking about the main sewer line of the house. Okay? So when it leaves the envelope perimeter of your house, it is a good 3 foot down, okay, under the ground. And then as it heads to the street, it just keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. Most people, like by the time you hit the curb or the sidewalk, that sewer line is down a good 8, 10, sometimes 12 feet down. So if something has happened to it, if roots have bound it up and you can no longer root the roots out, if the ground has shifted and the fitting has busted and it's gone side, if something has happened to that sewer line requiring replacement, it is a major, major deal. Now, it's only usually about 30 feet of pipe, but we're talking about a gigantic trench being dug in the front of your house. And what's it crossing over? Some people's main sewer lines run underneath their driveways out.
Mine does.
So there's hardscape, there's sidewalks, there's driveways, there's, sometimes there's porches, there's plants, there's trees that are being lost.
I feel like you're forgetting to mention there's also poop.
And there's poop.
Poop is kind of the least of your problems at that point.
I would consider
the yard
it high on the list.
There's a couple different ways of identifying whether there's a problem with the sewer line in the yard, and that is, number one, there may be
there's number two.
Number one, there's number two. There may be a kind of a soft indentation that's getting a little mushy in the yard,
and you're not on septic.
Or the other side of that coin is that there may be a section of the yard. If you notice there's a stripe of extraordinarily green grass.
It's fertilized.
Extremely green grass. The rest of the yard's doing great, but this little section running from the house to the sidewalk is doing really good. Then you're fertilizing your lawn with you.
That's beautiful.
All right. So anyway, it's a big deal. Now, a couple of things people need to know. Number one is that sewer repair is almost never covered under your homeowner's insurance policy. So this one is on you. And we're talking thousands of dollars. So there's no way around that. It's nasty and it's traumatic on your wallet and on your yard. But there are some new things. And I say new. What I mean by that is they've been in use for about 15 years or so, but we're just turning a corner now where lots of companies are doing it because we feel confident that they're stable enough systems that we can recommend them, kind of broad spectrum. 2 ways of dealing with your sewer line. You guys let me know which one you talk about first. We can either talk about lining it, epoxy lining, or breaking and blowing it out. But both systems, Gary's got this look like I'm about to have a blowout.
Yeah.
Both systems allow you to deal with the sewer line without digging the existing one up.
Really?
And that's the key. It's not necessarily cheaper in terms of the actual replacement costs, but it's faster and it doesn't screw up your front yard.
All right, we'll talk about that. Those two different options and what they mean coming up.
Gary and Shannon, KFI AM 640.